Hello, everybody. We live.
Hello.
Angie. Nope,
That's
wrong
me.
way. Angie. And me. And tonight we're going to play What Sold for More. And we'll say hi to some people that popped in here early. There's Melanie from Oklahoma.
Melanie. Hey, girly.
And there's Mr. Chris.
Hi, Christopher.
Lori, hello.
Lori. Good
Tina
to see
is
you.
listing. Well, at least she's working.
Good for you, Tina. Good job.
Nanette, hello.
Mom. Hi, Mom.
And
Lynn.
and there's Lynn. Now, did your
guy.
mom give Ollie the squeaky toy that he come running in there with a minute ago just to be mean?
No, but she said, "Oh, you need to get him a toy." Like right before this, I was going to the store. I was like, "I'm not getting him a toy, so he squeaks it the whole night." But I have to keep giving him the evil eye, so he'll stop squeaking. He's like, "What?"
So the evil eye does it?
Yeah, it does usually.
Oh, okay.
But then he starts again. You know, I have to be like,
I'm so lucky to have a 16-year-old dog that don't do none of that stuff. Hey, Tommy has gas. Boy, I did
nice.
yesterday. And it went from $1.99 up to like $2.09, and I was like, why did I buy it yesterday? Oh, not that kind of gas. So anyway, it was $2.99.
$1.99.
It went to $3.09. I thought, why didn't I get it at $2.99? But it's back. It was like $2.03 today.
It's still like $3.70 here.
Well, I'll take $3.03 even.
Sandy. Hey, girly.
I got to get sales to pay for everything I bought this week. Hello. I went to an estate sale last weekend, Friday and Saturday. 3 ladies, all older than this old man, out there in that 105-degree heat all day long. And their brother, who was almost 80, had passed away and had a house full of stuff. And I found some of the weirdest, oddest stuff. And I'll show you some of it when we go through our stuff. But
nice.
I was just grabbing anything unique. I didn't spend a lot of money because I didn't see a lot of stuff that was of value. But there was some unique things, and anything that makes noise I want as well. Cheapest is $3.45. $4.50. God, where do you live, Chris?
Vermont.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny. Yeah, the lowest I've seen it in the last few days was $2.99, but it's running about $3.03 to $3.25.
That's really good.
Depending on where you go.
Hey, Danny, I've been seeing you out with doing the, what is it, 127 sale. Good to see you out and about. Glad you're feeling
Vincent.
better. Vincent.
He's in Cali, which we don't even want to say what their gas prices are.
Oh.
You know, when I was in the Navy in San Diego, gas was the highest in the country then, too. It was like $1.50 in 1981 a gallon, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but back then that was a lot.
That was a lot.
I mean, gas is higher in California than it is in Hawaii. So something, but they got a lot of regulations in California on, government regulations.
When I lived in Hawaii, it was super high.
It's high. It's high, but not.
I saw that. That's great. I'm really glad.
Yeah, and then you delayed his plane back to Houston. He kept posting on Instagram how he was delayed getting back to Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I wish I could have gone to that. That looked like a lot of fun.
We're having the 100-mile yard sale up in northeast Oklahoma, southeast Kansas in September.
Nice.
I figured it was 12 cents in your day, Bobby. It really kind of was, because you just fed hay to a horse and they went. That was before cars. That's how old I am.
Okay.
Hi, Henry. Plush.
Zero. What's up?
And Cass, I'm assuming you got your gift, did you not? Daryl, mother brother Daryl. Steven, welcome. I was laughing at him. He got stuck in D.C. with a 3 layover. Hey, yeah. Hey, I spent over 40 hours getting back from Maui this last time, and I was not a happy camper. Good. Glad you got it. Hope it went. Somebody in your family is wearing it. Danny. And for those of you who just came in, we used to play off and on. We would play a game called What Sold for More, and we show some items, and it's just for fun. You guess which one's worth more, highest to lowest, and then we show it in reverse order, lowest to highest. And it's just for fun. It's a teaching tool, but it's also just fun to do it, and maybe it will show you something you don't know nothing about. So,
Oh, that's true, Tommy.
yeah. I mean, you go get gas, no matter what the price is, it's higher everywhere else in the world. So, or
When
most
the gas,
places.
even when it was at the highest, at least, here it didn't get like super high, but it didn't change my behavior at all. So
No, I mean, it's noticeable because I drove a company car with UPS, so I never had to pay. And then when I just, got out into this world, retired world, it was like, oh, I got to pay for gas now. Oh my goodness, because I didn't care before, but now I do.
right. Yeah, I saw that, Danny. That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wonder when these people get together on these highway sales and they go in groups. I mean, do you like knock each other over getting out of the car to get to the stuff? Because I would.
No, I think a lot of them are pretty big sales.
Use the gas, but yeah, that's a good thing to use. Usually, Dale, that Murphy's at Walmart's the cheapest, but it wasn't yesterday. I found it at 7-Eleven cheaper than anywhere else.
Here we have one Walmart gas station that is always like 20 cents cheaper than everyone else, so we all just go there every time.
Yeah, it sounds a lot. Now, Melanie, you live up in Northeast Oklahoma, if I remember right. Are you going to that 100-mile yard sale in September? Uh-oh, Angie's got pictures. Chris is sending Angie pictures.
You know what? Amy started school today with her students. So I've been so crazy. I knew you sent me messages, but I haven't even looked at them yet, but I will.
You want to tell them how it went?
It was a tough day for her first day. But I had an auction on Saturday, and people donated, like Robert donated, Christy donated. So many people donated for Amy, which was so amazing. She has a video she did of her classroom because we went on Sunday and Monday and, bought a bunch of stuff for her classroom because it was empty and just awful. And all the money that came in on, that I did that auction on Saturday, all the money went directly to her. So she, to do her classroom, and it made a huge, huge difference. I mean, it's because they literally give you desks and nothing else. But she had 24 desks. And our first and second period had 57 kids in their classes.
I mean, 20 is about the most you should have in a class to really effectively teach the kids.
Yeah. Now she's supposed to have like 34, and they just didn't have enough desks, but she had other classes that they just didn't have teachers. So they literally gave her double classes. So it was a little intimidating, for a first year teacher, like not knowing what the heck to do, and there's kids standing everywhere in the classroom. So we're hoping tomorrow was better, but by the end of the day, planning period, and she had a small class at the end, she was, said it was great, and she was so much happier, but it was a little stressful, and they had no electricity the first period, and their Wi-Fi was down all day. So it was interesting.
Hey, Travis. Hey, Henry said that Van has a big death pile. I don't know. Travis has got a pretty good one himself.
Travis, by the way, hi, Travis. Travis has like death sheds.
I saw Adam he did his channel right before us, and he was talking about how USPS is cutting, but here in Oklahoma, they're begging for people to come to work, and they're paying $18 to $20 an hour to start, and they're just interviewing on the street. That ain't the way it was when I got out of the service and tried to go to work for them. Hey, Karen.
Okay, Christopher, I just seen your death pile. And dude, you got some really interesting items.
Hey, there was definitely no Wi-Fi when we were in school, Henry. There wasn't even cell phones or anything like that.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Melissa. I missed you guys. The problem is all the kids use Chromebooks, so they are pretty much paperless for a lot of it. So going over syllabus where you can't access it is a little difficult. The attendance is done over Wi-Fi. You couldn't do any of that. So it was kind of like thrown to the wolves a little bit. But I said, tomorrow's going to be better. So
is Marie sending us spaghetti?
Marie?
Yeah, she said she's making spaghetti.
Well,
I had cheese and crackers. I had cheese and crackers for dinner.
I had a salad from Zaxby's. It was okay. Hi, Connie.
Hey, Connie. That's she runs estate sales here in Oklahoma. That's where I got the Blythe
Nice.
doll, was from her estate sale
Oh, yeah.
that we
Well, we
talked
know
about.
all about that sale.
She's got one in Yukon tomorrow, but I didn't see anything in there, Connie, that I'd be interested in, at least from what I could tell. Now, she always kind of tells me if there's something
Ooh.
she knows I like.
I never liked fried okra until I got older. Now I love it.
I had that Friday with I had fried okra and dang, what was chicken fried steak. That's what I had for dinner Sunday.
Not a fan
Karen
of
put up like 42 bags of fried okra from her brother's
Ooh.
garden.
Carmen, good to see you.
Carmen. So
Oh, I had the hiccups. Ooh.
it's not your kind of sale there. See, I love it when estate sale people know what I'm looking for. If it's video games, ball caps, Mary Kay, of course, if they have a Blythe doll ever in the future, I'll never see it because Connie's like, you ain't getting that again. But I'll probably never see another one in my lifetime.
I've never actually ordered or like got a chicken fried steak, but I've had a bite of one that my kids ordered. I was not a fan. It's too fried.
If you go to some place like Grandy's or something, it's a pre-formatted. It's not good. Yeah. You need to actually be, you want a beef steak that's a cube steak that's tenderized and then deep fried, and it'll be okay. And then throw some white gravy on it.
Oh, I'm not a big white gravy fan either.
Are you going on another cruise? You are the cruisinest dude. Mom? Jeez, he's a cruisinest dude.
On air and Curacao.
True. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, Karen got a bunch of stuff at that hoarder house of that lady's for an IKEA bag for $1, and it was at Connie's. They run a lot of sales. Those ladies work hard because she'll run 2 in the same weekend in different towns.
We have a couple that do that here too. A couple estate sales. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, some of them are huge. And I've done a couple of estate sales just to help Karen with real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the selling of the stuff. It's the looking everything up, especially if there's a lot of vintage stuff, looking it up to know the value and price and everything. And then it just takes forever.
Well, and you said you and Karen were exhausted after.
Oh, we were, but there was so much 70s and 80s original stuff in there that it was a gold mine. I mean, the funny story that I laugh about was the 3 mermaid plaster plaques on the wall with holding pearls. And I'm going to the restroom and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, I'm going to look those up. And I look them up and they're $150 item. Okay, I'm buying those. But the story of going to the bathroom to figure that out. You're a reseller when you go into the bathroom and you're looking for stuff on the wall to research. So, oh my goodness. But there was a 70s hanging chain lamp that I still have in my living room, and I love that thing.
Oh, really?
I'm not getting rid of that.
Well, I went to an estate sale last Friday. They have been having it for several weeks. And I bought a bunch of clocks the first time, and they had like crazy, like really high prices. Like it was a private estate because it was their parents had passed away. And the prices were super high. And then the week that I went, everything was $10 up to a certain amount. And then the next week they were all, a lot of stuff was $5. But then on Friday, everything left up to $100. They had marked for $1. And I was like, I have to go for a $1 sale. And I ended up getting, I think like 50 hand tools, like saws and drills and all kinds of like vintage ones, but all like electric drills and stuff. And then tons of little, figurines and vases and things that were all marked Japan, very, all like mid-century time frame and stuff. And I ended up spending like $120, but I imagine I'll make a ton.
I'm looking up, Tommy puts this out. I'm like, what the hell is a conform? And I'm looking it up. And then he corrects himself. Okay, now I know what he's talking about. Okay. You talking about used or new in the package there, Tommy? Because there's a difference. And usually new sealed is better than used.
You have to get the ones with the pinholes in them.
No, not nowadays. You can't do nothing about it if you get pregnant. Tommy tells her, yeah, I'm sure he does. Hey, Tracy. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Henry. So I was pretty happy with, I said I wasn't going back to that sale because I have so many clocks that I got from that sale, and I was just like, $1, I can't not go.
Yeah, there's a lot of tools at this one. They're having it again this weekend. Those ladies.
Don't talk
And
to me
I'm
about
just not a
expiration
tool
date,
guy.
Henry.
I mean, I'm not Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I mean, I'm not. So
You're not handy.
no, I want stuff like this that they threw in free, and we're going to get to that when we get to our sale. But this is
Okay.
the coolest little toy. So you ready?
Yeah, but
We're
I'm
going to play
messed up.
What So for More. The rules for those of you who've never been here before are we're going to show you some items. You're going to tell us which is more valuable, first, second, third, and she said she had two. So which one's more valuable? And then we're going to tell you after everybody guesses. So
I evidently forgot the game or something. We only did 2 items each.
Since I have 3 rounds, I'll go first. And
I can do 2 rounds of 3 items.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. So here we go. The first one I've got is this guy, and I got him at that estate. Anything that makes noise, I want it. So I got this guy. He's what is it? The rotten egg.
Stream, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Perfect. Oh, now you can see my mess. Goodness.
Now we do it that way. Rotten egg from 1998. And he makes noise, and you can record. And
Christopher, you're going to guess. He's going to show you 3 items, and you guess which one is worth the most, the second most, and then the least.
Put a finger in the
Okay, that's one of them.
Gone. That'd be worth 0 for me because it's
Yep, that's one of them. The other guy I got was this guy from 1987.
I love him.
All right, enough of that Caribbean stuff. And then this guy, this is called Let Me Out Crate from 1997. And this is really cool. I love this thing. They threw this thing. It shakes.
Excuse me. Can you let me out of here? Excuse me. Can you let me out of here?
All right, folks.
Excuse me.
All right, that's enough. I'm letting
you ever open it, or does it just stay?
Nope, just a toy. Which one's worth more? Not those, Lynn. Not those. They probably had those on the submarine he was on. Yeah, no, JT's jealous of all of them. Box 1, Caribbean Guy 2, Egg Guy 3. That's what Tina says. Now, have any of y'all seen any of these before? I'm curious about that myself.
Oh, lots of different choices. Hey,
hey, how you doing? And it is Dandy is the crab thing. So there you go. All right, here we go. The cheapest one, the one worth the least amount. This one brand new sells for about $25. So I'd say between 20 and 25. It is 1987 and he does work. So there you go. That's the least.
Okay.
Rotten Egg is number 2. He's worth $25. And I gave $1 for him. I gave $1 for both of them. I got this one for free. $39 on the high end.
Really?
Yeah. There you go.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to show y'all stuff.
Get out of here.
Round that I actually sold last week. Let me see.
Let me go back.
Oops, share this one. Okay. Well, let me share my screen, Bobby.
Dang it. Wrong person.
Hit the thing at the bottom.
Oh, here we go.
JT's soapbox. Journey. Hey, girly.
All right, now I'm messing it up. What am I doing wrong here? Let me make you solo. And then you can't share from there?
You have to share it.
Okay, let's...
If you look on the bottom, there should be the 3 little dots in the corner. Hey, Chuck.
Oh, I see it. I'm sorry. I didn't see you pop it up. Okay.
Oh, ping. I'm glad that you got him. Okay.
Now let me go back to you.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, the first item is this Risk Onyx Edition. This, though, wasn't 100% complete. It was about 98% complete. It just had a few tiny little things. But because it's not complete, you don't get, as much money as you would for a complete game. So that's item number 1. Item number 2 is this brass 11-inch statue. It is definitely vintage. And here's the bottom. And then the third item is this motionette Santa. He has the bell that moves back and forth. We show him with his light. And you can see he's a Telco from 1987, but he's called a motionette doll. So which do you think is the highest? Karen's guessed. Melanie. Bobby, did you guess?
Yep, I was the first one.
Oh.
I said 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let me see what we got here.
So that means anybody that said that too is copying me.
Does the eagle have markings or generic? He does not have any markings.
I know those wood boxes one are pretty valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the board games that are in a wooden, like a book type form.
Yeah, this one has this. It's not. It's actually 2-piece board, and it has a big wooden frame. It's actually.
I love that game.
Yeah, the Onyx Edition is like valuable. So, okay, well, the least expensive item is the Santa.
Oh my goodness!
Does the eagle have massive talons? I don't think so. Hey, Ryan, good to see you.
He's the least valuable?
He's the least valuable. He sold for $45, but he was in great shape. And then the second item would be this right here. This sold overseas for $50, $49.45. And the Risk game, even though it was incomplete, it sold for $52.
All you people that said Santa was the most valuable were wrong. Oh, wait a minute. I was one of those.
Yeah.
All right.
So those were pretty good.
All right. Round 2. Here we go. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago at a yard sale, and I didn't know these even existed. They're Deadpool, but they're Blu-rays of a movie. And this one is Terminator. And I gave $1.15 a piece. Some were sealed, some weren't.
Right.
And this sold today. So I paid $1.15. That's one item. The next one is Fortnite, number 438, Skull Trooper.
That's
and
cool.
He glows in the dark, and I got a bunch of these. I paid $2.50 a piece in a bundle deal. This one's special edition. Okay, and the third item is this guy. and he's vintage. And I actually bought him from a friend who got him at a yard sale and then called me, and I gave him more than he was asking because of what he's worth. And I did wash him in the washing machine. I'm real scared about washing plush in a washing machine. So which one's the highest, middle, and lowest? Be careful. This ain't a Santa thing.
All right, Tina, me and you guess the same.
All right.
Christopher, you are right. A lot of times, parting it out is the better way to go. But quite honestly, it was super large. I had a huge amount of inventory, and I just didn't feel like it. So I just went ahead and listed it.
Kristen,
and Victoria's here.
Victoria, 34 pounds down. I heard this
know.
morning.
She
even though
looks
she didn't announce
amazing.
me in the chat.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it was like 30 some pounds down. That's amazing.
All right, here we go. The least valuable of these items is the one I sold today, $13.99 on a best offer. I had it for $14.99 and I sent out an offer. That way they didn't use the coupon and get more off because I'm running a 10% coupon. Next is the Fortnite is about a $20 item.
Right.
And again, I got a bunch of these. And then Mr. Hulk here, ooh, he's about $90.
Wow.
Now, I've got him a little bit higher, but I am sending out offers on him because, again, if there's a 10% coupon and they buy him, I ain't going to go under that 90 because he's selling for $90. So
yeah,
that is what it is.
Squirrel.
Oops.
Nice.
So
I was right on that one. Me and
there
Tina.
you go.
Okay, I pulled 3 items. I have other ones that I'll show on the screen, but I thought I'd show 3 up sitting right here on my desk. Are you guys ready? Wrestling buddies from the 80s, lots of value. You're right. Okay. All right, so my 3, we'll start with this guy. He is a Hummel, like the Goebbels, whatever. You could see his markings on the bottom from West Germany, and he's from 1988. He's in like really good shape. And then we have a Buddha kitty.
Buddha kitty.
I love him.
Don't they say like meow?
But Buddha kitty. And then this is a Dora the Explorer little motion clock. He's like, time for adventure spring clock.
Swiper, no swiping.
Well, with no swiper, but there's boots right there.
There you go.
But you can see it.
Boots are pretty good if they're ostrich.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Those 3 items. The Hummel.
All right, everybody.
And the Dora the Explorer.
I'm going to be like Daryl. I'm just gonna guess what Daryl guessed.
That's the whole point, Henry, is we just, we just put up crazy things and everyone guesses.
We just like having fun with it. And it's a teaching tool, too, because there's some things you'll see here that you won't maybe pick up. And now you'll go, oh, I saw that thing. Yeah. I know what that thing's worth. There you go. Travis is giving his intelligent decision. Travis is apparently already on the ship and drinking. See here?
Nice. What's new? Travis.
I'm surprised it wasn't Chuck.
Did you get the thing I sent you? Or has it not come yet? Oh, Tommy's right on that boat too.
Tommy must be on the same ship as Travis.
Okay. The least expensive, I think everyone's in, is the Buddha cat. I got him for free, and he's worth about $8.
Hey, Danielle.
Cute. Somebody would love these, him for their desk or something. Anyways. The second most expensive, believe it or not, is the little Hummel. He's only worth about $25 or $30. They used to be worth a ton. I can remember like 10 years ago, man, you could get so much money for these, but not so much anymore. But this really surprised me. This is one of the things I picked up last week for $1. And this little door thing sells between $35 and $40.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, what is up, Chuck? Oh. All right.
Oh, hey, girl.
Hopefully I'm going to teach y'all something tonight, because the next thing are going to be the same type items. And if you don't pick up these kind of things at yard sales, you're missing the boat. These are all going to be bats. They're all youth bats. This one is a Rawlings drop 12, and the lower the drop, so if it's a 3, it's probably high school or adult. But the higher the drop,
the more the drop.
The drop is right here. It says where it says negative 12.
I see the number. Well, what exactly does it mean?
It's a heavier bat for
and
bigger kids. This is like I believe this is a 30-22. But this is a Rawlings, and you always want to look up the model numbers of the bats. They're going to be on the bat somewhere, and the diameter. And then you also want to look for dents and cracks and things like that in these bats. But that's a Rawlings. The model number is UTZT12. And typically I'll pay $5, $10, $20 for bats. Right. The next one is a Marine, which is another good brand. This one is the Marine Uprising. This is a 2818. UPY19 is the model number. They're pretty cool looking bats. And then the last one is Marucci. This is a Cat 8.
Marucci.
Cat 8. And this is a drop 10. It's a youth bat as well. And the model number on this one is AZ105. And like I said, it's a 2818, meaning it's 28 inches long and it weighs 18 ounces. So there you go. Tell me which one's worth more. And if nothing else, I'm just showing you what you should be looking for.
I have no idea, so I put 1, 2, 3.
I mean, if I can't figure them out, I run them on a
auction.
On an auction, and I bought one a couple months ago. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $150. There are bats out there that will sell for several hundred.
Yeah.
So
Tommy said the drop is the length minus the weight. Thank you.
Right.
I'm glad to know that.
But the lighter, the bigger drop is going to be more the kiddies, bats. The drop 3s and stuff are usually going to be the bigger kids, or adults like those drop 3s and stuff that play all that kind of stuff. So, the Marine, the one that was camo looking, that's a $31 bat. I gave $8 for it the other day, so not a big profit on that one. The Rawlings is a $52 bat, and I gave $10 for the last one, the Marucci. Any Marucci's, Cat 7, Cat 8, you want to pick them up. I paid $10 for this, and this will sell for an easy $80. I've already had somebody had it. I had it for $95, and somebody was going to buy it, and then they said, well, I see one for $70. I'm like, well, go ahead and buy it then. You ain't getting mine. So Marucci is a good brand to buy. Definitely a good brand.
Interesting. And Tina, you said you always pass on Dora. I normally would too, unless it's like Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues, stuff like that. That's the very old versions when it originally came out in early 2000. That's the ones, or like it was actually like 1998, I think it came out. Those are the ones to pick up because people have a hard time finding that stuff. Those are interesting. I don't know anything about bats. I know to look for them. I know like Marinis. Those usually do pretty well.
Some of those are valuable and some aren't.
Yeah. But I used to know a little bit more about softball bats when my daughter played, but I haven't paid attention in a long time.
I always love it when they say, I need 20 for that because that thing costs $300 new. Of course, then I start looking it up to see,
Journey, I like you more and more.
Conk somebody. Plus 8 in the trunk.
That's hilarious.
And gloves too. You want to look up model numbers on ball gloves, but helmets right now, up until I had 16 helmets the other day. Once I realized that there was something going on with the supply chain, but we can't ship big things as surcharges. Oh, I'm shipping them UPS, baby. All my bats are going UPS now.
I have so much stuff going UPS now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anything, bats, golf clubs, even posters, I'm shipping. If they're over 20 inches, then babies are going USPS.
Heck, I'm doing shoes and everything else UPS because then I don't have to worry about delivery issues and stuff. I never have a problem with UPS.
If y'all are sitting on any football helmets, now we're getting to that point where they may not be as valuable, but in the last couple of weeks, I had 16 helmets in my house in my
16?
garage. I mean, one of them had been in my garage so long it had dirt dauber nest on the top of it. And I grabbed them once I realized through my grandson playing football and they're having a hard time finding helmets that I had a bunch and then they weren't even listed on eBay. I hadn't checked in a while. And I used to sell them for, $35 to $50 a piece, pay $5 at a yard sale or less. And I sold one for $180. So it made me dig every helmet, including some from my own personal collection. And out of the 16 helmets, I have 3 helmets left. I've sold them all. I'm selling helmets like crazy. Youth helmets.
Wow. Here we go. Okay, so let me share my screen again, and I'll show my last 3.
Okay.
I dropped my scanner. Okay, the first item I have are these 90s Barbie coloring books. It's a lot of 5, and they were still sealed. You can see the back. There's 3 there, and then the 2 over here. And we, sold them sealed like that. Oh, and I found these in an ephemera lot that I paid like $1 for. Then I found these at the bins. They are G Star Raw jeans. They were new tags. And I paid, bins prices for them. So they're Rev End Raw jeans. And then this, I paid $5 at that estate sale. They had a lot of cookie jars. He's just plastic, but when you open up his head like this, he moos like really loudly. But we took him out for pictures, but he is still new, though he was so dusty. My mom cleaned him up, thank goodness. But he is item number 3. So which do you think are the most expensive?
Chuck, and answer your question, a lot of these are helmets that I found at yard sales that were like old kids from leagues and stuff that played Pop Warner. And then some of them were helmets that I actually bought and ordered decals from colleges and NFL teams. I used to collect the Big 12. And then some of them are ones that I've actually attempted to paint, but not very well. So some of them didn't sell for as much as the others, but I was getting $35 to $180 per helmet, and I would have sold these for $10, $15 at a yard sale had I not known what I known. But they're all official except one was what I call a shelf sitter. It didn't have any padding inside it.
You call it a shelf sitter?
I call it a shelf sitter. You can order helmets that are just like, let's say, a Kansas State football helmet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any pads in it. It has a plastic.
You don't intend to wear it.
It's a collectible. Okay. Goes in your man cave, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or woman cave if you have a woman cave.
Actually, they sold to Japan, Tommy.
Oh.
But okay, let's see. The lowest price item, Bobby, what did you say?
I said 213. So
okay. The lowest price item was the cookie jar.
Okay.
But he still sold for $45. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I have a policeman like that.
Yeah, and I also have a wolf and another one. If my mom's here, she'll know. I can't remember. But we got all 3 of them for $5. And then the second one would be these Barbie coloring books, and we sold those for $54 for just some coloring books. So if you see, unused coloring books from the 90s, definitely pick those up. And then these jeans, which I had no idea, never heard of this brand before I picked them up. And they sold for $80, and they went to Japan.
I got that one right.
Japan, Australia, same thing.
It's a cute cookie jar, Victoria, but you're doing really well, so you don't get in the cookie jar.
Right? Well, maybe she has a cookie once in a while.
I used to have a mother-in-law that had one that was a pig in her icebox, and every time you open the icebox, it oinked.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like, yeah, that wouldn't stop me.
Yeah, but I thought these were pretty cool.
So Tommy knew where those go.
Yep, Tommy knew. Stop screen. There you go. So those are my 3.
He's a pretty fart smeller, you know it? Tommy?
What did you say?
He's a pretty fart smeller.
Okay.
Smart feller.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you were accidentally right, Journey? I love that. I'm like freezing in my house. Our air conditioning went out the other day and it was like so hot we were melting here. And $400 later, or just under $400, Mom has this place on like ice box level. So I have to run around in sweaters.
What was it? Your fan? Fan motor?
Condenser. But we had a power surge the night before, and they said that probably is what fried it.
That's actually pretty cheap.
Really?
For a condenser, yeah. I just replaced the fan motor, and mine went out, and it was $350 cash. And he was here within 30 minutes, but it's somebody I know.
No, this was somebody, like, we called around, and, because it was 1 PM before I realized, because I had been out with my daughter, and my mom is like, it is so hot in here, you can't even breathe. I'm like, oh, no. And we had a place that came out, like, 2 hours later, but I was more than happy to give him $400. And within, like, 2 hours, it was cold again.
Yeah, I keep mine pretty cool. We're in the mid-90s right now, but we're supposed to be in the 80s next week.
Oh, 2 Aussie thrifters? Nice, Tommy. I don't think I follow them. Let me write them on my list.
Hey, Tommy, do they call Adidas Adidas too? I know somebody else that calls it that over there, so I'm assuming that's what they call it.
Tommy, are you just selling shoes? Is that your, like, are you about 100%, or you have other things you dabble in? I'm just curious. I mean, you got the shoe game on point, so if that's all you're doing, I don't blame you.
I just sold some Kobe's. I thought they were Kyrie's. Couldn't read the writing. Put them on auction, and they were Kobe's. And I sold them for a little over $100, and I paid $3 for them. I was like, I almost didn't even pick those up.
Oh, they are? Well, that's good. Okay. I love finding new people to, like, watch, so I'll definitely add them after the stream. And Tracy, why have you not been doing lives? I have not seen you at all. I miss you guys. I buy everything, but I only list shoes at the moment. Oh, okay.
So you have a death
you're killing it, so that's amazing.
Are you selling? Is he just selling on eBay? Tom, are you selling on eBay or other platforms too? Hey, Marcy.
Marcy, hey, girly.
Busy. ...
We all are. That's for sure. I mean, finding time.
Busy. ...
I think we all have best intentions to do YouTube, but it's just hobby. Not some great income. The amount of money you can make in that same amount of time is
right.
Makes it hard to balance.
Yeah, my priorities are going to change a little bit here soon because foosball's starting. Hey, Cheryl.
Cheryl has a question.
Go send it on. Throw it out there.
700,000
on eBay. Wow.
Wow.
I guess their economy ain't
I
hurting.
love that.
I can't argue. I can't complain about my sales lately. They've been good, but that 10% coupon, forget running sales. Just put out a 10% coupon.
That seems to be working for you?
It's nuts. It's 80% of my sales every day.
Yeah, but if I've never everyone's going to be using the coupon.
I mean, right? I'm just saying it's crazy. I'm having, 14, 12 sales a day. There's no slow days now, and
that's good. That's good.
But it's almost every one of them is the 10% coupon. I'm back in the same one there, buddy. But I did watch HBO's Hard Knocks last night, and I fell in love with Dan Campbell, the coach of the Detroit Lions, who they're showing, and he's a pretty gritty guy. That was a fun episode. Then they had the rookie from Michigan sing. You have to, they always play pranks on these. I love their camps, and this guy comes up and he sings Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. You got to watch it. If you got HBO, go back and watch Hard Knocks. It's pretty funny. You're not a millionaire, Angie?
I'm not even 100-aire.
Oh, okay. Poshmark. And I guess you share out your stuff.
Now, Tommy, do you price up on Poshmark, or do you price the same as you do for eBay? I'm always wondering about that because Poshmark, I don't know. The fees are about the same for me because of promoting. So but I just feel like Poshmark people like to make offers more. Maybe I'm wrong. Christopher,
Cheryl, send me a picture of it. The Cap Guy _ Oklahoma, and let me see the tag in it as well. If it's sports specialties, that's a high dollar hat. That's probably the most valuable sports hat that's out there. But send me a picture of it. Just because its number doesn't mean anything, because there could have been so many other ones out there. But if it's sports specialties by name, huge. No, I am not a Sooner fan by any means. I am a Longhorn, true and true.
Hi, Gino.
Hey, Gino. Oh, hide your hat. Gino's in here. Oh, yeah. You did good no matter what, because depending on what it is, you're talking $15-$20 on the cheap end. I'm selling a lot of hats lately, too, but a lot of them are cheap.
Price up $10 a pair. Have bots send 12% offer. Okay, that makes sense.
$5.99 to ship shoes?
Well, you're getting it discounted. Like it's like $3 or something off of the shipping.
Oh, okay.
With Poshmark.
I mean, I put like sneakers or low end shoes in a padded flat rate if they're under size like 8. After that, I'm putting them in a shoebox.
Is like 2 to 5 pounds is all the same rate.
Marcy, there's no reason to cuss me in here. I didn't mention Trump. Cussing me in here now.
What is the deal with Mercari that if you send somebody an offer, the next person you send an offer to has to be lower than the first offer? That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. That's why I hate cross-listing, because stuff like that. I learned stuff like that. It's so dumb.
Melanie, no Sooners. $5.99 up to $5. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So it's their deal. They give you the label. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's why I was selling all my boots on Poshmark, because they were close to 5 pounds, and eBay you couldn't touch the price of the shipping. Well, and they would all sell really well on Posh.
I got this weekend, and I actually sold it locally today because I don't want to ship it. I paid $15 for this, and it's one of Gino and Chuck's. It's a clown bike, and I paid $50. It's by Motive, and I looked it up on Facebook to ship it, and it was like $8. I'm like, there ain't no way you're shipping that for $8, and I don't really want to box it and ship it. So I did a local, and the guy offered me $100 for it. I paid $15, and I had it for $150, and then he didn't show up after he gave me a dissertation of, I hate people that don't show up. So I put it back at $150 on Facebook, but it's like a Shriner's bike, and no, I'm not going to try it out for y'all because I'll break my neck.
Marcy, that's when I have been cross-listing with Flip. I like that they have the automatic where it will auto send your offers.
Yeah, the only one I sell on is obviously eBay.
Oh, I didn't realize it won't send unless it's 10% lower than the last. Oh, that would be hilarious, Marcy.
Who's going to ride on the handlebars, Gino or Chuck? That's what I want to know. Is it going to be
Chuck.
Gino or you? I don't think Gino could see if Chuck was on the handlebars.
Well, Chuck will be the guide. He'll be like, left. No, the other left.
I know you have to like share it out a lot. Victoria, do you sell on Poshmark? I know you sell on different stuff.
Oh, Journey said it feels MLM-ish. It does with the sharing. Now, they did just start where you can share your whole closet. But honestly, I've never been into the sharing thing. But with Flip, you can literally do it all automatically. So you don't have to it's essentially a bot, but it is what it is. Everyone else is using it. So
I've got to go put on my rubber boots. It's getting deep in here. I stand on Chuck's shoulders and lift weights as we ride that bike.
Hey, I could see that.
Yeah. Chasing Marcy down the street. That's what they'd be doing.
You're not on Posh anymore? Yeah, I mean, I really tried to give Flip a try because, it was free and everybody's talking about cross-listing and I'm all about the free. So I wanted it to work, but for every 100 sales I was getting on eBay, I'm getting 1 sale on Poshmark. Maybe I was doing it wrong, or I don't have the right products or something. So I kind of stopped doing it.
Yeah, I don't give a flip. I mean, I don't sell on Flip.
Well, Flip is just a cross lister.
Now, Daryl said he'll be right back, but we wouldn't have known if he was gone.
I would have noticed, Daryl.
You would have? You would have noticed. So what do you think of Big Brother? Who's going home on Big Brother?
Oh.
Monty or Daniel?
Daniel. How could he not? Everybody wants,
They'll have to backdoor him because he's not on the block.
Well, I think it's going to be Daniel because did they have the veto meeting yet?
No, they haven't even played for veto yet.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
That's tonight.
Oh, I'm sure they have. It'll be on tonight. I could go to Joker's updates and tell you.
I'm not even familiar with Flip.
Oh, I can tell you what happened, but I won't. No, Flip is just it's just like List Perfectly, Bobby. You download it and then you can cross post, but if you sell on Poshmark, it'll share all your listings. It'll do automatic offers and stuff. It's actually pretty good.
Do you have to remember to take it down if you sell it?
What you do is you go in and you just, in the search, you type in, what it is, and then you say sold, eBay sold, and then it will take it off all the other listings. So yes, it is one more step. Posh was blonde till I niched down to shoes. Posh will be $10K per month gross soon. Damn, congrats, Tommy. You are killing it.
What do you mean they play on Saturday? They play
on
Wednesday?
It's not no. It just shows tonight. I could tell you.
Well, they put them up last night. They should be doing veto tonight and eviction tomorrow night.
No, yes, they will on the show, but it's already happened a couple days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not looking up the spoilers.
I am. Joker's updates, in case you ever want to know.
I know. I've seen it once. Then I was like, well, why would I do that? Because then I know what happened.
Because I don't like not knowing. I like to ruin all the fun. I wish it removed the listing automatically, but I still love it. But you know what, Marcy? I wondered if that was something that was just Flip, but List Perfectly and Vendu or whatever the other one is, they don't automatically take it off either. So there's no point in paying for List Perfectly or something unless they get something that is above and beyond what you can get for free with Flip, in my opinion anyways. Yeah, Sandy said tonight's not live.
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, I knew that. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of this bunch. I think this is one of the weakest bunch of Big Brother people. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Journey, I will never give spoilers because I cannot stand when people do that. Yeah. Women's running shoes are insanity.
I'm too frugal. No pun intended.
Oh, you know what? This season of Alone, I've watched the other prior seasons. I stopped watching it after like the 4th episode because it was so boring. I just could not get into the season.
Hang on a minute. I got a call. Mr. Victoria's husband, Gino is hitting on your wife right now as I speak. Yeah, he lives in Orlando area. Close.
Let her have some fun.
Oh.
Flirt never hurt anyone.
Yeah. I'm hearing something in the living room, and I'm wondering what it is. I think it's my DOG coming.
Your doggo.
No, you're not riding the bike. Huh?
I said your doggo. I've been watching on YouTube the Asher House. Heard of them?
Uh-huh. Hello?
What did I say?
Oh. There was somebody in my house, and I didn't hear my door open, and I just now I saw the dog like wagging her tail and looking that way, and I'm like, all right, do I need to grab my gun quick or what? Hang on a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay, Gino is a cougar.
For dinner,
Oh my
and
gosh.
none of the stores have it. Not one.
I don't know what they're talking about, but the Asher House is basically this guy who used to work in corporate America, and now he has a dog foundation where he just rescues all these dogs. And I watched a video last night where he took 27 dogs to the groomers at one time. I'm like obsessed with like stupid YouTube channels. Bobby, if you watched all the Big Brother live shows, you would see just how smart some of the Big Brother players are. That's true. And I have to say, this year, I like the whole, what do they call them? Leftovers pack. That was really smart, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see once they're all that's left, what's going to happen. I can't click on anybody's messages because that's Bobby's job. I'm using my mom voice. My mom's in here. She could say yes or no. Hey, Van, good to see ya. Oh, look, Gino is not a cougar. He is a tiger. Okay, you can be the tiger, Gino. But, yeah, man, I didn't get to hardly do any. I went to that one estate sale on Friday, and then I've been dealing all with trying to help Amy get ready for her classroom. And then I had an auction on Saturday, which went really well. I was surprised. I didn't know if anyone would come. And, you know, a lot of people have YouTube auctions, and I don't like how a lot of them go. I'm all about let's get through it quickly. And my stuff, I'm starting for $1, you know, so I'm not trying to like get rich. And I just wanted to do something to like raise funds for Amy, really. But I also like to do a live or whatever. So I thought I'm going to do it for a while until it's not fun or people get bored with it. And but if you're interested in auctions at all, I start everything at $1 and we just like hang out. And I do have HBA that I'm just doing like buy it now because I've got rid of all the HBA on my eBay. So most of it's $1 too, like flat fee $1. So, okay. Though they are doing this alone with 6 previous contestants and dropping them in winter, so no good weather to get shelter and food going. Oh, that's the next one? That might be interesting. After you got out of eBay jail, did your sales kick back in? Surprisingly, Tina, I had sales every day, even when I was suspended. Not great sales. Like the first day was really good because I had just sent out a bunch of offers and things. And surprisingly, a lot of those people bought. I was like, thank goodness. But then Thursday night into Friday was really bad. But Saturday, you know, Friday night into Saturday picked up, so that's good. I still was down like $500 for the week, but then I had, the sale all went to Amy, but you know, having that sale did help, I guess, you know, income for the week if I counted it as my income. But it wasn't terrible considering, you know, I couldn't list for 3 days. Obviously, I want to do better, you know, but what the heck am I going to do if I'm suspended? You know, it is what it is. So I was still happy with the week, but going forward, let's just, you know, keep going. That's all you can do.
All right.
Hi, Ann. Good to see you.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, I didn't mean smart. I said weak in the fact that you got a girl that hurt her leg. Then she's afraid of heights, 5 feet in the air. You got the first one that flipped out the first week. It's like,
oh, that was weird.
I mean, you know, it's, and then you can tell who the other ones are that aren't good at comps. And it's like, can y'all not screen them a little bit better to make it a little more equitable? Because some of them are just living off other people's coattails. Like Brittany living off Michael. He's a beast in the comps, but anyway.
But everyone loves a showmance. People live for that crap. And
yeah, Kyle and yeah.
You know, and I have to say, the one guy, I'm terrible with names. The guy who's gonna
Turner, the thrift store guy.
No, I like him. I can't
Me
help
too.
myself. Daniel,
Hey,
uh,
John.
taking those people off the block so that his alliance would go in there. I was like, are you the dumbest human being that ever was? I'm like, have you never watched Big Brother ever?
Yeah, my daughter came in and I didn't hear her come in the front door, but I saw my dog kind of acting up, and then she's kind of using some expletives in the hallway, and I'm like, hang on, I'll be right back, because she's
Your
upset
face was
because
terrified.
she makes this ranch pasta salad with a cheap brand of pasta, and 3 stores are out of it, so she's in my cabinets before she comes back here, and I don't have it either. And she puts chicken in it and makes a really good pasta salad. It's
Yeah.
ranch pasta salad. And I'm like,
John, hey, John.
so anyway, I had to get out of the room to keep her from cussing. Because she was, no store effing has it. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta, all right, maybe you should plan ahead.
Maybe. Does anyone, I'm curious to know, anyone in here, does anyone do retail arbitrage? Like not for Amazon, but to like sell on eBay?
I do a little bit, but very little, because I don't find a lot of profit in it. Because if it's just like going to Ross or Marshall's during their clearances, they have great ones. But if you're doing it, I'm doing it. And so is everybody else, because it's all the same product. So the same with Frozen dolls. If you go find this Frozen doll, everybody's selling them. And a lot of the Walmarts have the same price. So,
but you know what? At Ross clearance, I did really well with that.
Oh, and I buy a lot of stuff, but you got to sit on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody throws it out there.
Now, I see, people like Amber, Outcountry Sales, that they're buying, all the clearance Lego and stuff. But you really have to sit on it for a while. You can't just send it right into Amazon, I wouldn't think. But
yeah, Van,
I've never found about that. So
I've never found nothing like Van's talking about. Have you?
What did Van say? Creepiest thing everyone has found while out and about. Baby casket out on the sidewalk one time. It had
yeah, I won't ever be able to top that one.
No. I found a creepy doll that I put on eBay, and I said creepy doll Halloween display, but it was like too creepy not to get, one of those things. Guys,
I guess.
One cannot plan ranch pasta sauce.
Yeah, Justin does a lot of that stuff, but he also buys a lot of stuff and he sits on it till Christmas. And
no, sometimes he
can't afford to do that.
Sits on him for years, not just till Christmas. Yeah. I asked him one time, and he said he had like $25,000 worth of Lego in a storage unit.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's a big old death pile.
Yeah,
that's
and if you had a flood or anything,
I hope he's highly insured.
Yeah, it better be in totes or up on pallets. So restricted as to who can purchase there. Okay. I mean, I saw somebody post the other day, Ross had a bunch of NFL jerseys, brand new with tags.
Right.
But they were asking $30 a piece. And NFL jerseys, especially Reebok, they're not going to get that much more. So. Oh, wow.
Was it just in the box? That's creepy.
Did you keep it or cook it?
Yeah. Victoria, it was great to see you. I never go to her show in the morning because I'm sleeping.
Well, I woke up this morning and she was on, and I said hi twice, and she didn't even say hi to me, and I was like, "Is she mad at me?"
6:30 in the morning when she comes on. Yeah, I'm like an 8 a.m. riser, so that's not happening for me.
I guess I need to go in there every day and tell her it's my birthday, so she'll at least sing to me or something.
Yeah, Tommy, I don't necessarily even mean Walmart. I was meaning like other stores like Nike Outlet or places like that. Because Walmart would, same as what Bobby said. I won't go to Walmart for something like that because unless you can plan on sitting on it for a good year till, the drop comes back up.
Yeah. Well, in his case, he's waiting for him to retire. Justin is.
Richie Hustles. I've never heard
Yeah,
of it.
he's up in the Northeast, and he runs to these retail stores and does a lot of that stuff, and goes out of there with just shopping carts full of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see the profit in it.
Again, the way I look at sales, whatever works for you is what you should be doing. There's no right or wrong. If it works for you, it's working for you. I'm just a pure eBay person, and I'm not buying Amazon pallets. I'm not buying retail arbitrage to any extent. So that's what works for me, picking one at a time. And if something else works for you, then do it. I mean, whatever makes you happy.
Gino, deal. Ross Burlington Marshalls. Have a friend that kills it at Gabe's. I've never heard of Gabe's.
Me either. It must be a Delaware thing.
No, I've only done Ross. Oh, and the only reason I knew is because my friend Diana said, Monday is the Ross thing. I'm like, what's the Ross thing? And so I happened to go and found all kinds of stuff, which was awesome. But I found things that other people weren't looking for. Sorry, Bobby. Like
you're fine.
Packs of underwear and bras and stuff that everybody else didn't even go over there to look. And I wiped out sections for $1.
Oh, and I did the same. I went to Ross, and when I did it, I was looking for women's clothing, like athletic stuff, Adidas, Under Armour, and all that. And it was cheap, $1.49, $1.99. But then I went over to the men's, and I bought all these cleats for 49 cents a pair. And they're all 15s to 18s, which very few people wear. And I've still got probably 4 pair, but I've sold most of them for about $25.
But for 49 cents, how do you pass that up?
I know it's hard, but I won't do it again. It's so long tail.
Cartload of Rock.
Oh, wow. Rock Revival's a good brand.
Wow.
Too. Especially men's. Oh, there's a sale.
See, that's nice. My goal, I think, because I'm, from what Bobby says, I'm definitely a picker where I'm getting one at a time. I really would like to start finding sources that I don't have to pick every single thing, where I can find. But I don't want to do new tag clothing because I just, I happen to think I don't want to pay that much for new tags, but I didn't want good quality. I don't know. I just, hopefully one day I'll run across the right person or the right contact, and it'll scale my business considerably. And that's what I'm hoping for.
And my thing is, I'm not as young as most of the people that are in this room other than Gino. And so I'm not looking to scale up and sell millions. I would rather just pick one at a time. And I know that that's more cumbersome and tiresome. And there's not, if I find something with one SKU and there's 10 of them, I'll buy it and list it once. I love that. Yeah, but I'm not going out and just look. I want to pick the...
Excuse me, can you let me out of here?
Yes. All right.
Excuse me, can you let me out of here?
Anyway, I like finding the...
Yes, I will.
I turned it off.
Excuse me, can you let me out of here?
All right. I can't even operate the toy properly. Limited toy releases. Some of the NECA stuff can flip good if your area gets it first. Yeah. Definitely.
That's true. And you know what? I've heard Tommy a while ago talk about, there are sources for pretty much everything. If you want to do Amazon, companies that can get you ungated and stuff. Mm-hmm. No, I'll pass on that CVS.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tommy. In case if anyone wants some, I'll be selling them for $1.
Well, you haven't done any Walgreens yet. You need to switch over to Walgreens for a while.
I'm done with the HBA. It's number one. It's peanuts, price wise.
Yeah.
Not making hardly any money on it at all, and it is nothing but a pain in my rear end, man.
And that's the thing about small ticket items. You're having the problems with that, trying to sell it. But then when you do sell something like I sold this today for $2.70.
Yeah.
Now I paid 16 cents for it. I got boxes of it, and it's slow moving, but it's those are the ones where you'll get 5 questions on it. and then they want to return it. It's like, oh my God. So small ticket items I hate, but that's just part of the business. So.
Oh, I got a negative feedback because a lady bought a lipstick, brand new and sealed, and said, you have returns on your items. And I'm like, yeah, if you don't use it, you can't.
Yeah.
She used it for like 2 weeks and then wanted to return it. I'm like, no, you can't return it.
What is the time frame that they have to return something? I forgot. 30 days?
You have 30 days, but a new item, like new and sealed item, has to be returned new and sealed. You can't use it for 2 weeks and then want to return it.
Right. Well, I got a charm I sold somebody, or a necklace. It's a Napoleon, $30. And he says, I found mine after I bought this one. Can I return it? I said, sure. You just won't get your shipping back.
Right.
He hadn't returned it. It's closing in on that 30-day mark. Yeah, it's Essie. Yeah, I found it at a yard sale, some boxes of it for $3 a box. And there's like, I forgot how many are in a box, but I'm selling them one at a time. It's like,
I got a lot of Essie at Crazy Casboys, one of those Amazon, but I haven't shopped there in so long because literally, when these stores open, they have like decent stuff. Now it's junk. I'm like, I don't know how they stay in business at this point. Scaling ASP is the only way solo. Meet my temporary end goal for gross monthly sales.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just have a number goal. $150 a day profit. I'm a happy man. If I make more, fine. But these last couple of weeks has been really good. So I'm not complaining because I was really dead for a little while. So
nice.
You got to have goals of some kind to kind of scale.
Oh, of course.
Have a mark on where you're at.
I mean, even if you're a part-time seller and your goal is just, make a certain amount of money, you still need to figure out what is your goals and stuff just to keep yourself motivated, I think.
Yeah.
I know. We don't have pensions.
Average sales price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my pension isn't that great. I only did 20 years, Tommy, with UPS. I didn't have 30, so I don't get the full thing. And I could go on Social Security, but then Uncle Sam's going to take it. So I'm waiting a couple more years till I'm 65.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, or 66.
Because you're making too much on eBay.
Oh yeah, they'll kill me.
Let's face it, you're never going to be a guy who sits at home and just does nothing. You're not going to be able to handle it more than.
No, I'll always have FOMO. So,
Yep.
But there are days. I'll be honest. There are days when I look around and I go, "You really need to downscale not only what I sell, because I have almost 6,000 listings." But what is my personal collection? Because my middle daughter kind of hit me a month ago, and she's like, "Dad, you really got to get rid of some stuff." And I'm like, "No, but I'm selling it." And she's like, "But Dad, you got a Blockbuster shelf in your bedroom." And I'm like, "Yeah, and it's also got 1,500 of my personal DVD collection." She goes, "Well, how often do you watch them?"
Yeah.
I said, "I watch at least 2 or 3 of them every 6 months." And she's
Barbie.
like, "Dad," and I'm like, "But honey." But if there is, but you got to understand, I've got every Western probably you could name. I've got every military movie you could name. I've got the classics, the Grapes of Wrath, the Best Years of Our Lives, some of the best movies ever made. And you just can't go out on cable and find them readily. So if I want to watch them, I just go pull them off the shelf.
But you're not watching them.
I know, because there's so much other good stuff on TV.
You're too busy watching Big Brother. A lot of Amazon bin stores start out with good merch at first.
Yeah, I did. I did start and I'm getting the helmets cleared out. Yeah.
Well, Journey R's, Crazy Casboys that's in my area, they were wonderful until not my store locally, but a lot of the bigger stores, they split in half. And half of it is a bin store, half of it is a 30-90 store where everything is between 30 to 90% off. So anything worthwhile is going to that. They pull it right off. So we only get the junk now.
Well, now, Melissa, that's correct. I do have one daughter that's done a touch of reselling, and she kind of knows what the stuff in here is worth. But, I mean, just behind me, there's on this other side here, there's... All right.
True, Tommy.
Over there, on the other side, I have a GameCube collection. That's a $5,000 collection, about 170 GameCube games. And I keep preaching. Every time I see them, like, Okay, I have a GameCube collection that's worth $5,000. Don't sell it at a yard sale for $1 a game. Again, once I'm dead, it ain't going to matter because it's not my money. It's just going to hurt them if they sell it cheap.
Oh, Karen gave you props. She said
She did,
you
and
started with your helmets.
Because there's some
True,
shelves that have
true.
cleared because of 16 helmets gone.
See?
So,
And didn't that feel good? You made that money? Oh, John said that's what his Casboys did too. Yeah, it's crazy since they changed that.
yeah. I haven't been to the Goodwill bins, and we have a great outlet here. In fact, this month is 2 years. I haven't been. And
Wow.
there are days I go, you know what? I want to go. And then I'm thinking, no, because your death pile has shrunk dramatically from not going because I just can't stop grabbing stuff. And you see like Marcus Dixon Pickens, he's down there killing it with jeans and clothing and shoes, and he's killing it online with that stuff. But I saw him post a video of the line in St. Louis outside their bins.
Yeah.
There must be 300 people waiting in line. And I'm thinking, I would give up because at our bins, there might be 25 people waiting outside when it opens, and everybody runs for everything. Could you imagine 300 people? You're not going to get half the stuff you want.
Bobby. My bins had very few people, and now it's like crazy in there. Sometimes 100 people, and we have the smallest bin, I think, in the country. So I bet you there's way more people than you remember.
Yeah,
maybe
now
ago,
I haven't
ours
been in
were
a
like
while.
20 people.
But everybody's running for the hard goods.
Playing around. I managed to start doing some work. Good. The problem you have, Van, is you have new stuff coming in literally every single day. So you literally need to just pick the very best of the best and then get rid of everything.
I bet you their prices are higher out there, Tracy.
Tracy,
I've seen a few videos of that.
I hope you do put one of the GoPros on your chest and do that. I want to see the bins out there.
Tracy, are you going with that lady that you and Tommy used to have on sometimes? Remember that she does a lot of the LA stuff. She's an LA based YouTuber, and I can't remember her name, but she hit the bins a lot out there in LA. You remember who I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
Tracy, you and Tommy know.
Oh, your bins are too far away?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't go because I know I'll bring too much home.
Yeah. Well, my bins is only good at the very beginning because then they only take out 2 at a time. Oh, comment tags. Courtney. Yeah. I love watching her channel. And she does the hour-long just chat with, chat and take pictures or whatever. I love that. She just rambles about whatever, and I can list while she's doing it.
Donica's always on the run, it seems like. Lady Luck Junk, she's always liking to go. Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think they're close to her. I think she has to drive pretty far to get to them.
Yeah, you're in Northern California, aren't you, Ping?
Oh, then you're going to Arizona. How fun.
I used to live in Glendale, but, man, it'd be hot in those bins, I'll bet. They ain't got no air conditioning. This has been a hot summer for us, though, too. So
it's hot summer for everyone, I think.
I think in Texas, too. Oh, my God. Yep.
Hot and raining, at least here.
We had rain yesterday for a little bit. That's it. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's 2 hours from the bins?
Everything in LA is 2 hours away.
Really?
Anaheim. Okay. Oh, well, then you're in the LA area. Yeah. Yeah, but the traffic in LA is like nuts. Yeah. I mean, I've lived in Dallas. I've been through Houston many times. Phoenix's traffic ain't no walk in the park, but I promise you, LA's beats everybody's.
I've heard from some friends that our Tallahassee, Florida bins are really good, but that's like about 2.5 to 3 hours for me. We have the Mobile bins, which is okay. It's like 4 times as big as my bins, but and they frequently change out, but a lot of it just feels really, really dirty there. But my bins I live 5 minutes from, and unfortunately I get much better deals like on clothes and stuff at yard sales because, just the quality is going to be better at yard sales than what we find at the bins.
Hey, Tina, if they're looking at you, then that means you could be picking while they're staring. San Bernardino. Yeah, I forgot about Austin. Yeah, that's my home. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Austin's grown so bad.
And that's a great idea. Road trip to Tallahassee. Supposedly has great bins. Might take a couple days and check them out. Ah, Tina, that sounds great. Well, I heard Indianapolis area has amazing bins. They have like 4 different bin stores in the area, and they're just great. If I didn't hate the snow that bad, I would consider moving there. Only found junk, yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I haven't been to ours in a couple of years. It could have changed, but I know some people were upset with me because I started doing channels and talking about, YouTube and talking about how great the bins were. And one of my buddies goes, "They're mad at you down at the bins." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Those people are all talking about you." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because you're telling everybody how great it was to people around the country so they go there and they don't want them there." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like they own the place? Come on."
Well, all the
Not
people
like
in my
everybody's gonna drive
bins
there.
started watching my YouTube. One person found out, then they all talked about it and started watching. But then they started getting all the stuff that I would say I picked up at the bins. I would go in there and I'm like, dang, they know all the stuff I'm going for. Stuff that, before would sit there forever. Nobody would even touch it. They like snag it immediately now.
Look, the president's here. Hey. Thank you.
Oh, I have no words.
Hold it. The FBI is coming. Hang on. I'm pleading the fifth. You can't take nothing. I'm pleading the fifth. Oh, never mind.
My daughter left her. She calls this the big freshie. It's like the 44 ounce water
44.
It's a water from Sonic. It's $1, but it has like the great ice.
Oh, I got a couple of kids that are ice chompers. I mean, and now I got a 2-year-old 1-year-old granddaughter that's ice.
Aww.
I'm like, oh, you guys.
My sister just messaged.
Wow, you guys live out in the boondocks. Yeah, Joe's reselling now. That's right. That's right.
My sister said her boyfriend's car wash needs good reviews. Can I write him a good one? It's in California. She wants me to write one from Florida.
You know where Sonic's first Sonic was, don't you?
No.
45 minutes from me, Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Really?
Yep.
I love their ice. I used to go and buy bags of it. I need to go do that again.
The busiest one in the country, at least when I was in my 30s, was the one on Cameron Road in Austin. That one was the busiest moneymaker of all the Sonics. But, of course, they're everywhere. I don't go to Sonic much.
Well, we in Ohio, they had A&W.
Yeah, I love their
A&Ws, and when everyone roller skated. And Sonic has some people that roller skate, but most people don't, at least around here anymore.
Can't roller skate in a buffalo herd, but you can be happy if you'd have mind to. He's from Oklahoma, too. Roger Miller.
Okay.
Don't you just love trivia night?
Mm-hmm. We need to do that soon.
You know his songs?
Mm-hmm.
King of the Road. Yeah.
Lori worked at Sonic?
There you go.
That's cool.
I don't know. Was you roller skating?
Well, they pay. I do know they pay $1 extra an hour.
Mm-hmm.
If you roller skate, because my daughter's friend worked there.
I was going to do it because I'm a really good roller skater, but I was like, I'm not wearing those short shorts. I'm sorry. Chuck talked me into it, though. Yeah, we do have Whataburger, and Whataburger everybody praises. It is a good burger.
I don't like it.
I still like In-N-Out better, but
I'm not. I'm just not a big just burger and fries. I'm just not a big fan. Oh.
Ding.
My sister keeps messaging me. There's a new Sonic in Dubuque, Iowa.
All 5 people in Dubuque go there.
All of our Sonics are getting slowly refurbished to have drive-thrus, and like update their menus. But we have one Sonic in town. You know, you pull into the slots, you know, to the little spots with the menus. I would say 70% of the menus don't work. So you have to keep driving around to like the 30% of the spots that actually work. It's so annoying.
Right.
You like
I haven't found any great hats, but I've sold quite a few hats in the last few days. So, and Tina, where in Texas are you from? Five Guys is my favorite. Five Guys just takes forever though. They're the slowest.
Like giant.
I know.
Fries.
They take forever to cook a burger. Oh no, In-N-Out's only in 5 states. I wish it would come to Oklahoma. I'd be 400 pounds. Traces of crack coat. Hey man, Mountain Metals, what's up, buddy? Miss Journey's here, but we ain't seen Miss Lissa. I guess she's missing in action on the front porch. Crack cocaine in the ice. Maybe in Tennessee where they. Hey, MML, did you get all that rain like Kentucky did?
So speaking of hats, at my auction on Saturday, I was just pulling out items just out of my inventory just to, you know, put on there. Well, I sold 2 lots of hats. One of them, I started taking the hats off of eBay when I sold them. It was like a 7 hat lot and sold for $21, so $3 a hat. One of the hats was a wax caterpillar camo hat, and it was listed on eBay for $49. I was like, oh, damn. Could have sold that one.
Was it a K brand?
K brand cat wax cat.
Yeah.
$49 I had, and I was like, I hope she realizes what a good deal she got.
Yeah, you need to be looking at those because anything Caterpillar or Case or International Harvester, if they're K brand, they probably are valuable. And if they're 3 stripes, they're even big bucks.
Yeah, Lissa, I know, is in an auction. My mom told me she wasn't there when it started, but she was selling some stuff.
That's a good one, Daryl.
Oh, nice, Daryl.
That's up there if it's the right Harley. The Pepsi with the 3 stripes and the bottle cap button, that's a $1,600 used ball cap. If you come across it. Of course, I never have, but a friend of mine right down the road did. He found 3 of them and sent me pictures. And sent me pictures to rub it in. Yeah.
These people, like, I love watching YouTube when somebody like gets these items and they sell for like $1,600 and whatever. But I'm like, man, I never find items like that. Oh, I sold this for $10,000. I'm
like, first of all, it's a Y, not an IE, and a frog strangler. Okay, that's a new one there on me. A frog strangler.
I don't understand what that means.
It rained a frog strangler. I guess it rained so much that the frogs couldn't breathe.
Okay. I'm not up on the lingo, evidently.
It rained a what?
Okay, thank you. I was like, what? Yeah.
The other one is any of the sports. If you see sports caps, look in, and if they're sports specialties, they're probably $100 plus hat, depending on condition. Doesn't matter what team it is. Stripes at Walmart.
Like Nurse Flipper, every time I see one of her like little thumbnails, I sold this for like $6,000. I'm like, I must be shopping at the wrong places.
Well, she buys a lot of her inventory, I think, online.
I know, but
she pays up too.
And a lot of times, though, she buys it not knowing it's worth that. And then she sells stuff for $6,000, $1,600, $4,000. I'm like, dang.
Well, Daryl, being from Ohio, now that probably just dropped the value of that hat.
Hush.
Oh. I had 300 banana boxes of VH movies. They could have worked at a store that went out of business or something. I actually was talking to those ladies at that estate sale the other day, and I mentioned that I had a Blockbuster shelf. She goes, I got several of them if you'd be interested, but they're taken apart. And I said, yeah, I'd love to put my video games on there to get rid of those metal shelves that are flimsy. So I guess I'll have a bedroom full of Blockbuster shelves.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing that video. Oh,
Anything for you too?
thumbnail math is always off.
I've tried to look at high bid. I actually did buy 2 items. It was like kind of local, about 20 minutes away, auction. One was this box of German ornaments, and I paid $25 for them. I was pretty excited about them when I went to pick them up. They were, guys, this big. They were the smallest freaking ornaments I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm like, oh my God, I paid $25 for midget little things.
Yeah, Tommy, I am not one of those that does clickbait. I know there are people that do it. People do it all the time. Some of the people I love do clickbait. I just hate to go into a video expecting something and then be disappointed. So I don't do it. I just say, hey, here's what I bought or here's what I sold for whatever. And it's true to form. It's not going to be any. And of course, it also reflects the views and the subscribers of my channel. So it doesn't matter. But I'm not going to be clickbaiting and going, I did this or I got that. Ain't happening.
I clickbait. No,
Do you?
not really. I said suspended again, but that was the truth. Because eBay hates.
Yeah, but I see people. This lady got mad at my yard sale, and then you go in there, and the lady didn't really get mad.
Yeah.
And it was something very minor, and it's like,
yeah,
just to get you to jump in there.
Chuck, every time.
You want stink bait, Man Mountain Metal, stink bait for catfish.
Chuck, man, he gets
Wait a
the
minute.
Hawaiian shirt on. He starts talking in the truck, and I'm like, I'm there. Let's go.
So is he talking about when he does a show with Nady? Because
Well, there is that too.
Is he talking about Nady being the sexy middle-aged man, or they get tiresome? Yeah. See, even Danielle knows that it's Nady Pie that's the sexy middle-aged man.
That's not possible, especially at like 20% eBay fees and then the cost of the item.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch her, to be honest. I mean, it's nothing personal. I just don't. It's not somebody I care to watch. I'm not saying she doesn't know what she's looking for, but I just am not a fan. And I'll hear her say, "I paid $3,000 and sold it for $4,500," and I'm like, "That's a good profit, but I'm not spending $3,000."
Yeah, see, I don't want to
for something I ain't sure is going to sell right away.
Yeah, and I'll hear her say too that she like holds on to things for 6 months and like that. But that's the same as Justin. He buys Lego and he sits on them for a long time. I'm like, I just don't have that kind of funds just to be sitting on it and have no possibility of selling it. Yeah, 10% promoted.
Yeah. Again, like I said, we all do our own thing. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes other people. To each their own. It doesn't matter to me.
Exactly.
Mine's never going to be huge. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to be me. And
how do you want to be huge?
Me, you don't.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, I guess if you're chasing the money, you know.
I honestly don't watch many. I watch a lot of lives, but I don't watch much YouTube content anymore, with the exception of I watch MML stuff because he's funny with his stuff, and I watch Chase After the Right Price just because he finds a lot of video games that I'm learning still about video games. Yeah. Yes. I mean, there's no reason not to be honest because people like Tommy can call you out on anything when you post it.
I love that about
I want to be transparent because it's not all positive. People. There are negatives to reselling as well. You got to put in the work. Is it worth the effort? Because you're going to work harder at this job than you probably did any job you had. In most cases. And I will say in sales at UPS, I work much harder now than I did then.
Tommy, we know that's a lie. You're sleeping all day.
Is he?
Oh, he didn't say all day.
His kids should be going back to school.
I said I added all day. You are up all night, so maybe.
Our schools start, some of them start tomorrow and the rest of them start next Thursday.
They're selling for less on eBay than at Target? Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
I went thrifting and found some extraordinary items. Gino,
I went
I would
thrifting.
click on either of them if they were you.
Well, that's only because you want to see who's in the back seat. Always a payoff.
My thing is, I'm leaving eBay forever, stuff like that. Those thumbnails annoy me, and then they're not really leaving, or they're not whatever.
I didn't even know they had candy in their show. They got 0 bars or something, because I love 0 candy bars.
Journey. Oh my gosh. Hey, they have some funny shows, man.
Nip slips. There you
go. Right? I'm 4 minutes away from my bins. Van, you don't need to go to the bins.
You don't go to the bins. Yeah, you get stuff free.
Goodness. Stay away from those bins. That's not good.
Hey, I did list the Amadeus t-shirt.
Yeah.
It looks like it goes for about $75. I started at $25 and I've already got a bid on it.
Nice.
And I got 3 watchers on it. So I run 5-day auctions, not 7.
Right.
So we'll see how it does, but I got it for free. So
nice. That'll be awesome.
Amadeus.
I wonder why God didn't make me as sexy as them. I don't know. You did a pretty good job filling in, Gino. You didn't pretty good.
Yeah, but he didn't show as much as they do.
Well, maybe he's a little more modest than them.
Yeah.
When are you filling in? When are you going to be on the show, Bobby?
Oh, no, they don't want me on that show. That show goes south in a hurry. I ain't shy.
I don't think most people that are on there
they'll cancel that show after I go on there.
I don't know. They've had a couple doozies that I think we all crossed our fingers that their show.
I want to go on. Well, yeah, I could do the hairy chest thing. Mine's hairier than Nate's.
You have a beard,
and I do have a beard.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get what's his name? Dan. I want Dan to be on there when I'm on there.
Dan and Demand. Has he not been doing videos?
There's a lot of people not doing videos right now. I don't
weird.
see him.
Now that you mentioned him, let me look.
Yeah, but you didn't have your nip showing there, Gino. Dan the man.
Interesting.
There's a lot of people that aren't doing videos anymore.
He didn't. Wow. He did one 8 days ago, but then not for 2 months. So he just must be busy.
Yeah, sometimes you need a break. I mean, I've done it before.
True.
You need a break.
Summer, a lot of people are doing, they're busy with their lives. So
I'm not making Tommy and Tracy money on YouTube. I'm making my money from eBay.
Journey, did you see what Journey said?
Mm.
She said it's the open shirts that lure poor unsuspecting women in.
Women's.
I love Dan. I have his stickers from when
he's always shy when they bring him in. It's like they throw him off.
He looks like he is so uncomfortable when they're like asking questions, like he can just.
That's what I mean. Yeah. He's you could tell he's a good person. He's like, okay, next question. I don't want to answer that question.
But no, he's just totally real. I like him. There are a lot of people not doing videos anymore, and some had a lot of subscribers. Yeah. I think a lot of people get to 1,000 and then they think, oh, I'm going to start making a bunch of money. And they don't and realize it's just starting, like all the work you have to do. See, for me, I'm just not worried about it. I just,
Is Lonnie even making videos anymore?
Who?
Lonnie. Are they making many?
Are they still doing the RV one?
I don't even know. I don't watch the RV ones. Because I'm not RVing.
Yeah. I unsubscribed from that one, not just because I just don't have any interest in RV.
I've been watching a lot of Peter Santinello. He does interviews with people, different walks of life around the country, and he's also doing some out west. He went to Texas, to Colorado, to Nebraska, and he's interviewing ranchers and getting their perspective on cattle ranching and things. And it's really interesting to hear other people's perspective from their point of view without it being big political, Oh, okay.
They stopped the RV. I mean, I love them, but once you see in a few RVs. They pretty much all look the same, I found, at least for somebody who isn't interested in that.
Right.
I tried to watch them for a while, and then I was like, oh.
Lonnie was my first YouTuber that I watched.
Yeah.
And I liked it better when it was just him and he was picking the stuff one at a time. I enjoyed it better than I did when he brought Candace in. But again, and Candace is okay. I just had a preference the way he did it. I even did a skit on him one time where me and JT picked like him one day and ran back and forth to get our stuff. Oh, it was funny. I still laugh.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. That was really funny.
Oh, I went back and the other day and watched it, and I laughed still. I'm like, oh my god, because we were making noise with the running back and forth, trying to enhance the.
Remember.
Hey, Danny Mae, what's going on? Her and Lissa have been doing some paranormal stuff. Lissa had ghosts at her house.
Charging viewers and others for content they stole from others.
All the frauds.
Yeah. Danny Mae. Oh my gosh, I'm like in my own world. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
well, and there's so many. How can you watch everybody anyway? I mean,
but lots of people, like, even just this spring that we're doing it. Miss Quasi, Miss Q.
Yeah.
We've tried to like contact her and no response. The other one, like Thrifty Junker or something like that.
Oh, Dina.
Dina.
And then the one that used to do to lives with Yinzer Picker, Mike. I forgot. She hasn't. I haven't seen her. Faith, Tanya. None of them.
Your subscriber base has grown. Do you think the lives you have done have helped? Bobby hurts. I mean, other lives.
Bobby
honestly,
hurts all the time. Just
for me, Gino. I think it's more. I have to put up more content, and when I do, when I'm putting out several videos a week, I get new subscribers pretty much every week. But it's just finding the balance and finding the time to do it. Like I was super busy with my daughter this week, so I didn't do a video. I was on the weekend, but none since then. And if I was someone like, I think Paul Philly Flipper, I love his channel. But he's growing consistently because he puts out the videos consistently. And I just, my mom says I need to be more, that's my big downfall, but one of these days I'll do it or I won't.
I agree 100% on that, Tommy.
What? Life in prison, food documentaries, and psychopath murder interrogations.
I just want to make you not go to sleep, Tracy? Too. My daughter watches a lot of that Identity, or what is it? That all that murder stuff and
true crime stuff.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Well, Tracy Dante, Prison of Profit, is on 60 Days In, right? It comes out in a week. We all learned everything for free from someone else. So to charge for the knowledge we gain for free from others is just whack.
Yep, I agree. Yeah.
The Ghost
Pinster. Maybe he's talking about Alyssa, yeah. Yes, and
she did. It was a little stressful. Amy's first day. My daughter had their very first day teaching today with the students there, and she cried at lunch on the phone to me. But it's more not because of the kids, but because the administration she didn't have a whole lot of support that she was hoping for. And her first 2 periods had 57 kids in her classroom, 24 desks. And they were like, you just have to deal with it. Like, there's nothing we can do. And so it was a little overwhelming for her. As the day went on, it got better and things seemed to improve. And hopefully she won't have 57 in the first couple periods tomorrow. So, but she's hanging in there, and like she told her sister, I need wine. Please buy me wine. So when she gets home, she can drink some wine and, start over tomorrow.
Care 0% on who's doing. Did I miss something?
Who's doing, to be honest.
I missed that.
I've seen. Faith. Yeah.
Faith, Tanya.
Tanya was in Tanya was in my auction, so I at least I've seen her, but I haven't seen Faith Tresca in a while. Chuck Anime is topless every day.
Well, you've been on some pretty good channels of big people too, so that helps you too when you can get some of them. Start going for your commissary. What?
Tommy, honestly, does that work? I mean, I see people do that all the time. Now, I started a sticker thing. I have everybody's stickers. You can't see them, but they're right there. So I do put on Instagram. If somebody sends me a sticker, I put it on there. I put it on Instagram just because, I'm kind of making a little thing. But buying stuff from the big YouTubers, does that help a lot? I can't imagine, because if people aren't going to watch you, how does more subs help you if they're not watching?
Hey, Chuck, that's not accurate, because the other night I was in Orlando and Gino let me stay over, and I was in the other room, and I heard him yelling your name out in the middle of the night. So something's going on there. He was shouting you out.
Small channels. Well, I have seen a few people that zoomed up, and they definitely have some backings of some big people that I'm like, wow, they have a lot of subs. Bribe them with your moon pies and ramen. Well, I hope I never. And you know what? If I do something that people think is shady, call my ass out on it. I'd rather know. I think I have given you at least 10 shout outs plus. I usually do it in a clever way. Gino, of course. And I think we mean, we're all kind of the same level, Gino. I think we're talking about people who have 25,000 or more subs and getting them people to shout you out.
What's that movie? Well, let me retort. I can't remember that line in that movie, isn't it? I forgot now, dang it.
I know. Gino is so great. He shouts us out, and love his channel. Just love Gino.
Yeah, I prefer to ride in the backseat of Gino's car. That way he's
no way. He
touching
installed
my leg and stuff.
You sit in the back and be all sweaty. I'll be up in the
pool. But if you sit in the front, he's touching your leg and stuff. It's
that's okay. Gino can touch my leg.
Pulp Fiction. There you go. Thank you, MML. Yep. I knew somebody remember. Well, let me retort. That's right. That's a great movie. Great movie. Hey, I got it on DVD. I might watch it.
You aren't going to watch it.
Along with my other 1,500. Heck, I just watched Game of Thrones again because of the new one coming out.
You and Karen should have movie marathons where you watch some, and then after you watch those, sell them.
When I show her a movie, it's a movie she's never seen, like Wizard of Oz. Until last year, she had never seen Wizard of Oz, and I was like, wait a minute. Or No Fault in Our Stars, which is the one that makes me cry. And, because when I show a movie, it's like a crying thing, because she cries like I do at the drop of a hat. I'm very emotional when I watch movies.
I could see y'all both there, crying.
Yeah, we kind of laugh at each other, But I cried a lot of movies, so.
Journey, we would.
Journey, we would shout out your channel to no
100%.
end. MML would be the first subscriber to your channel. I promise. Strange Wilderness. It's awesome on toast.
What happened?
I don't know. That was weird.
Did
Blissison and Danny May send some paranormal stuff in here?
Yeah, right?
You guys need to quit talking about that stuff. I already think I got a haunted house.
That's crazy. Okay.
Wait a minute. I think Trump's daddy's in here haunting me.
Trump's daddy?
Yeah.
Have a great night, Lori.
He's dead. He don't have no money anymore, so.
Wizard of Oz 2 was better than the first? I don't think I've ever seen Wizard of Oz.
I don't think I've ever seen Wizard of Oz 2.
Is it just a remake or is it a sequel?
And how long? And how long after? Because the original was 1939. Oh, Angie did a hair flip. There you go.
Danny, who are you having on your channel this week? She's been having all kinds of people. Like, she just had Rachel Strickland on. Drop Dead Fred. Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that movie. Same
Wizard
girl
of
that
Oz
was in
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yeah. Wizard of Oz 2, Electric Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo. That's a good movie. Break dancing and good night, Lori.
We need to do a trivia night.
I'm always up for trivia, but you guys, when I play music trivia, they're like, I'm not that old. I don't know those songs.
You do like too old school music.
Well, I don't care about anything in the 2000s. There ain't much good music after about 1995.
But you can do like 80s and 90s.
I do 80s and 70s and 60s.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's before
I know.
time.
Well, but after about 95, in my opinion, most music went south.
You need to do like TV shows, like popular TV shows,
Again,
newer than Good Times.
Okay, well, again, I don't watch the new regular CBS, ABC, NBC, like CSI and
I love CSI.
whatever. I remember all the old stuff. I mean, when Wally died, I was very upset.
You're just going to have to do like general trivia.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do
category.
Trivia.
Like Trivia Pursuit, you pick the category.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do it. I'm just going to have to do more modern stuff and you can do the oldies.
Yeah, I mean, if you
well-rounded.
Like I sold an Easton Corbin hat today. I know he's country, but he's new country. I don't even know a song by Easton Corbin.
I never even heard of him.
Now, if I sell a Garth Brooks or George Strait, I know exactly who it is, and I know all their music. So it just depends on what you listen to when you grow up. The other day, somebody asked me, who was it? Oh, it was one of those Peter Santinello. He's from he's from Vermont, and he was interviewing somebody, and they were talking about Loretta Lynn, and he goes, "Okay, rookie question, who's Loretta Lynn?" And of course, I'm like, "You're a retard if you don't know who Loretta Lynn is."
Wow.
And sorry, bad word. I'm sorry. But everybody knows who this shit. But Peter Santinello didn't know because he's a younger guy.
Yeah, that's
true. And the girl answered him perfectly and said, "Well, she's kind of a country music legend." It's like, yeah, slightly, yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I had a girl not too long ago at a pizza place didn't know who Michael Jackson was. I was like, "All right, I'm really getting old."
Someone didn't know who Michael Jackson was.
That's right. That's right. And then I was at a yard sale this weekend, and the girls were playing the Eagles, and I was like, "Y'all are playing the Eagles? Oh, we love the Eagles." And they were in high school. I was like, "You just made my day because you like the Eagles."
Journey.
Well, yeah, NSYNC. That's my kids' music.
Oh yeah, Journey. We get along so well in person because I have been marathoning CSI SVU for about a month and a half now because it has 26 seasons or something. I'm on season 19 now. There's like 24 episodes a season. Ooh, I'm like,
how did he know I was in Boys to Men? Boys to Men, Boys to Men, Motown Philly back again. Oh. A little East Coast. See, I know a little bit of that stuff.
Uh-huh. I used to watch a lot of replays of the oldies in the 80s. Yeah. I think it just depends on what your parents
love the Eagles. I do love the Eagles. They're one of my favorite bands of all time.
Spoiler alert, they all die.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Oh, man.
Hey, Adam. What's up?
They all die. You don't like the Eagles?
On TikTok.
Adam? Oh, you do? I've got Hotel California, the album, but it ain't autographed. And that's not my favorite song. I know that's their most popular. My favorite's New Kid in Town by the Eagles.
Oh, Adam.
Oh, okay. I like the Bee Gees. I like Foreigner. I like Journey.
Journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Not those Eagles. Definitely not those Eagles.
No.
No.
I need to get a record player. I want one of those little suitcase record players.
Oh, I have one.
I need to get one of these days. I'll never buy myself one, not at full price. I'd have to find it at a yard sale or something.
That was the fun back in the day, putting a stack of 45s and let that alarm drop one
Yeah.
at a time, or playing a 33.
Oh, you bought it at a charity auction? That's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
cool, Tina.
Yes.
So,
Marty is a good expert at that kind of stuff, and Marty does those. He's a Beatles tribute band kind of thing, where he plays in the band. He plays Lynn and travels.
yeah.
I'd like to see them in concert if they ever got down this way.
You got a suitcase player at Sam's for $70. Yeah, that's out of my price range.
For the BAU is in it.
Nerdy blonde haired lady that did all the computer work. Oh. What is it called, Tommy?
Yeah. Sam's for about 70.
Oh, tonight is OTEV, right?
Yes.
I did see that.
And the good thing and then that other show's on tonight too, right after the challenge one.
I haven't watched that.
The guy that's the bad butt in there, I think they're kind of playing the clickbait thing that he's in trouble tonight with his partner.
Oh.
Marty. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. Yep. He plays in a Beatles band and travels and sells a lot of advertising. Yeah, people always ask me if I try that stuff, but I don't normally play them. I mean, I have my own collection. Oh, wow. You going to go, Tommy? That'd probably be interesting to see. I know he plays the Lennon part.
When is your concert?
August 22nd, next Monday, I'll be in Dallas for Joan Jett, Poison, Motley Crue, and Def Leppard, but I'm hearing lots of bad stuff about Motley Crue.
Really?
Yeah, they say he's not getting the words right. His singing is horrible. And I'm not a huge Joan Jett fan either, so I'm there for Def Leppard.
I like Joan Jett.
Yeah, she had like 2 songs.
Yeah.
I love rock and roll. I mean, if you want to talk about songs I hate in my life, Crocodile Rock. I love Elton John. I can't stand Crocodile Rock. I love Barry Manilow. Can't stand Copacabana. I don't like American Pie. Too long and just hate it. Give Me One More Reason. Can't stand it. And the one I just said, I can't stand. Those are just songs that when I hear them, channel change.
MML said, how old are those people?
Old.
Do they roll on stage?
No, but there's a lot of people that, I mean, they're in their 70s. There's no doubt about that. And there's still some people out there. I mean, Charlie Pride, up until the day he died, I saw him at concert
still
a couple of years, the year before he died and 2 years before he died. And he sounded great. Some people just can still sing. And I mean, look at, what's his name? Why did it just go blank?
Diana Ross is advertising. City.
Yeah, he's a great guy though, and he makes money from stuff pretty cheap, but it's not big money, that's for sure. But he does all right. Again, whatever makes you happy. Somebody's asked me about some condition of some glasses.
Yeah, old people can sing country. They'll break a hip, right?
Yeah. Well, he was really engaging of the crowd too. That was what was nice about Charlie.
So you'll be back on Wednesday then?
Oh yeah. We're leaving on Monday and going down and then meet my brother and his wife, and then doing that, and then coming back the next day. Oh, that means I get to have In-N-Out Burger. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, Journey is
the lights go down in the city, and the sun shines. All right, I'm not Steve Perry. Not even close.
May still be up. It was, who really surprised me? That I had no idea. I mean, I guess I don't know why I don't know this, but I knew none of his music. But I actually watched his little movie about him. Was Machine Gun Kelly. Man, and now you would hate him. I hate everything, but he just has a very this punk influence, and I love him. Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm not Tyler Perry.
He wishes he was Tyler Perry. Blondie. Oh, wow. She's 78 too?
Wow.
Crazy. What happened?
Well, hey, it's getting that time. It's 2 hours in. And we appreciate y'all as always for coming
Bobby
in.
wants to run and watch Big Brother because it just officially is over.
I'm not running. I'm just going to walk in there. Grab me something to snack on because I had cheese and crackers for dinner. I got to go find something else.
Yeah, that won't.
That's a dinner. Hey, cheese and crackers, you can cook that stuff really quick. So it didn't take me long.
Probably can. That's probably true. So let's do trivia next week. So we'll be on my channel next week with some trivia and maybe some prizes. Don't post it anywhere though, because we don't want all the trolls to come in like they did on Travis's. Poor thing.
Keep it going, Tina. Keep it going. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you as always, and we will see y'all next week on that channel.
That channel, my channel.
Batgirl, the Bat channel. Have a good night,
everyone.
Bye-bye.